2025 is setting up a showdown between two of the biggest FPS franchises in history, and there are growing signs that genre champion Call of Duty should be very worried about the upcoming Battlefield 6. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is a direct sequel to 2024's Black Ops 6, and it's scheduled for release on November 14th. A month earlier, on October 10th, gamers will get their hands on Battlefield 6, and we're starting to wonder if they'll be willing to put it down when Black Ops 7 arrives. The Battlefield franchise has been around for decades, with plenty of highs and lows. The last time fans got a new entry, it was a low point. 2021's Battlefield 2042 tried to reinvent the wheel with a futuristic FPS, but it failed to impress. Critics were mixed, but fans turned on it hard. On Metacritic, players gave it a brutal 2.3 out of 10. On Steam, reviews were also mixed, with players flooding the page with complaints. The biggest gripes? A minefield of hated features like battle passes, along with what many consider the worst gunplay and map design in the entire series. That disaster may actually set Battlefield 6 up for success. Longtime fans are desperate for a return to form, and based on the game's early beta, it looks like DICE knows exactly what the community wants this time. The beta pulled in more Steam players than Battlefield 2042 managed at launch, a strong sign that Battlefield 6 could be massive when it finally drops. Battlefield 2042 left fans bitter, but ironically, Call of Duty has been stirring up its own discontent. Black Ops 6, released in October 2024, launched to better reviews than Battlefield 2042, an 82 from critics and a 6.3 from players on Metacritic. Respectable, if not franchise best. But over time, those feelings soured. On Steam, the game sits at mixed overall, and recent reviews, especially after the Battlefield 6 beta, are trending mostly negative. The complaints are familiar: microtransactions everywhere and goofy in-game skins breaking immersion in what's supposed to be a serious military shooter.
This game is cool. Oh yeah!
In some ways, a backlash hurts Call of Duty more than 2042 hurt Battlefield. Fans expect a new Call of Duty every year, which means there's no cooling off period after a disappointment. A little over a year after the underwhelming Black Ops 6, players may not be eager to drop their hard-earned cash on its sequel. The multiplayer FPS space is fearlessly competitive, but dominated by giants like Fortnite and, of course, Call of Duty. Even gamers who aren't die-hard fans play Call of Duty because it's the default shooter. That's why Battlefield 6 should have the Call of Duty devs worried. There's a massive audience that wants to see Call of Duty face real competition. Many fans burned by Black Ops 6 are hoping Battlefield can pressure the franchise into improving. As one fan put it on Reddit, "My hope is less that Battlefield 6 is a Call of Duty killer, and more that it siphons away enough people that it puts pressure on Call of Duty to do better," basically. Some say they'll play both franchises, but most agree that more strong shooters in the space benefits all gamers. The timing couldn't be better for a Battlefield comeback. The Battlefield 6 beta numbers alone showed huge excitement, and the good news is the gameplay held up. Early previews have been glowing. IGN praised the gunplay and destructible environments, writing, "The action is sublime, with a cinematic quality to the constantly raining debris that is enhanced by how legitimately effective it is to take strategic advantage of that destruction." Fans echoed that enthusiasm. One Redditor wrote, "There is a real return to classic Battlefield. The tone is grounded, the focus is team play, and the class system gives roles that actually matter." Of course, the beta isn't the final game, and post-launch updates can make or break any shooter, but the optimism is real. For the first time in years, players feel like Battlefield is back. The sad truth is, great map design and solid gunplay aren't enough for an FPS game to succeed. To really find an audience, a game needs a decent marketing push. Battlefield 6 is getting the usual mix of teaser and gameplay trailers, and judging by the reaction so far, anticipation for DICE's newest shooter is at an all-time high. Battlefield may be one of the biggest shooter franchises in gaming, but it's still not as widely known as Call of Duty.
You already know us as a global tech leader.
When Activision released a teaser trailer for Black Ops 7, it racked up 40 million views in 2 months. The Battlefield 6 trailer pulled in only 10 million views in its first month. But eagle-eyed fans spotted another metric where Battlefield was winning: Fans on Reddit noted that within just 1 hour, the Battlefield 6 reveal trailer earned more likes on YouTube than the Black Ops 7 trailer managed in an entire month. The gap has only widened since. By the end of August 2025, more than 500,000 people had liked the Battlefield trailer. The Black Ops trailer, meanwhile, stalled at under 150,000. Those numbers have some convinced that, while Call of Duty still dominates in reach, Battlefield is commanding more enthusiasm right now. Battlefield and Call of Duty are going head-to-head for the first time since 2021, and gamers are eager to see how this battle plays out. No one expects Battlefield 6 to single-handedly kill the Call of Duty franchise, and many assume Black Ops 7 will still be the year's best-selling shooter. But if Battlefield 6 lands a serious blow, it could mean big changes for Activision's long-running series.
No more games. This ends now.
It's impossible to know which game will come out on top, but early signs suggest Battlefield 6 may do real damage to Black Ops 7 sales. Gamers Online point out that while both titles are up for pre-order, only Battlefield 6 is ranking on the PlayStation 5 pre-order chart. Fans are used to seeing Call of Duty games dominate that list as soon as pre-orders open, so the absence of Black Ops 7 is striking. There's still time for things to shift, but right now, Battlefield 6 has the edge in the sales race. The teaser trailers for Black Ops 7 and Battlefield 6 gave fans a sense that Call of Duty might be losing the 2025 hype race. When the official gameplay trailer for Black Ops 7 dropped, suspicions that Battlefield 6 was winning were definitely confirmed. In its first 5 days on YouTube, the Black Ops 7 trailer generated nearly 50 million views, but barely more than 50,000 likes. The low like count looks rough, but the comments are even harsher. Joining a chorus of people singing the praises of the competition, one commenter wrote, "This actually made me pre-order Battlefield 6. Another viewer wrote, "My dog was beside me on the couch when I watched this trailer. He is now pre-ordering Battlefield 6 as well." The thread is packed with people saying they felt underwhelmed by the trailer and are more hyped for Battlefield 6 than ever. Sure, some of the internet dogpiling may just be for laughs, but that still isn't a good sign. The trailer basically turned into free advertising for its biggest rival, which means Call of Duty has more reason than ever to be worried about Battlefield.